Have you ever pondered about what makes males and females so distinct from each other? A question that has intrigued the minds of scientists, scholars, and everyday folks for centuries. Our world is rich with diversity, and one of the most profound differences we encounter is the fascinating distinction between males and females. Today, we embark on a journey to explore these differences, and trust me, it's more than meets the eye. These differences aren't just skin deep. They extend to our biology, our psychology, and even how we navigate through our sociological landscapes. Let's start with biology, the very foundation of our physical existence. Males and females are biologically different, that's a given. But how deep do these differences go? They're etched into our very DNA, influencing everything from our physical attributes to our susceptibility to certain diseases. Then we move on to the realm of the mind, the psychological differences. It's here that the waters get a bit murkier. How do males and females perceive the world around them? How do they respond to stress, emotions, or challenges? There are patterns, trends if you will, that differentiate one from the other. Finally, we'll traverse the sociological sphere where our roles and interactions within society come into play. These roles are shaped by a myriad of factors, including our gender. How does society perceive males and females? How does it influence our behavior, our expectations, and our opportunities? This is where the concept of gender goes beyond the individual and becomes part of the larger social fabric. Together, these three facets, biological, psychological, and sociological, form a complex tapestry that defines the differences between males and females. It's a fascinating topic, one that's constantly evolving with our understanding of the world and ourselves. So, are you ready? Ready to unravel the threads of this intricate tapestry and explore the intriguing world of differences between males and females? Let's dive into this fascinating world of differences, shall we? Starting off with biological differences, males and females are designed differently right down to our cells. Let's delve into the world of biology. One of the most basic differences between males and females lies in our chromosomes. Males have one X and one Y chromosome, while females have two X chromosomes. This simple difference has profound effects on our bodies and health. Now onto physical features. Males typically have more muscle mass, denser bones, and greater lung capacity than females. These differences are largely due to the hormone testosterone, which is more prevalent in males. Females, on the other hand, generally have a higher percentage of body fat, which is necessary for childbearing and influenced by the hormone estrogen. Speaking of hormones, they play a significant role in the biological differences between the sexes. Testosterone in males contributes to characteristics such as body hair and a deeper voice, while estrogen in females is responsible for features like breast development and the regulation of the menstrual cycle. But hormones do more than just dictate physical features. They also play a role in health. For example, estrogen provides females with some protection against heart disease, while testosterone can put males at a higher risk. However, the picture isn't all rosy for females. They're more prone to autoimmune diseases and osteoporosis, partly due to hormonal fluctuations. The biological differences between males and females also extend to our brains. Studies have shown that certain areas of the brain are differently structured in males and females, which may account for variations in cognitive abilities and behavior. Longevity is another area where we see differences. Females, on average, live longer than males. This could be due to a combination of factors, including genetics, hormones, and lifestyle choices. In conclusion, the biological differences between males and females are vast and varied, spanning from our chromosomes to our hormones, physical features, health, and even lifespan. These differences make us unique and contribute to the diversity and richness of human life. So, males and females are different not only in appearance, but also in their biological makeup. Intriguing, isn't it? Moving on to psychological differences, do you know that males and females perceive, think, and feel differently? Indeed, the psychological landscape between men and women is as varied as the terrain of our Earth. Let's start with cognitive abilities. Generally, men are believed to excel in spatial tasks like navigating a map or solving a Rubik's Cube, while women are often more proficient in verbal tasks, such as language acquisition and verbal memory. However, these are just general trends and they don't apply to every individual. What's more, these differences may be the result of socialization and expectations rather than biology. Now, let's talk about emotional intelligence, which refers to the ability to perceive, use, understand, and manage emotions. Research suggests that women tend to score higher in emotional intelligence. They're more likely to recognize their own emotions and those of others, and they're typically better at managing emotional situations. But again, this doesn't mean that every woman is more emotionally intelligent than every man. It's just a general trend that may be influenced by societal expectations. Men, for instance, are often socialized to suppress their emotions, which could impact their emotional intelligence. Differences in personality traits between men and women are also worth noting. For instance, women are often seen as more agreeable and nurturing, whereas men are typically viewed as more assertive and competitive. These differences can influence how individuals behave and interact with others. However, it's important to remember that these are just trends, and they don't apply to every individual. Personality traits are influenced by a multitude of factors, including genetics, environment, and personal experiences. In conclusion, while there are some psychological differences between men and women, these differences are not absolute. They represent general trends, but there's a lot of individual variation. Moreover, these differences may be influenced by societal expectations and roles rather than biology alone. Interestingly, our thoughts and emotions also set us apart. Now, let's switch gears and talk about sociological differences. Onto sociological differences, it's no secret that males and females often play different roles in society. The roles we play are like threads woven into the tapestry of our social life, shaping our identities, relationships, and the world around us. Let's take a look at the family unit, often considered a microcosm of society. Traditionally, males have been seen as the breadwinners, the protectors, the pillars of the family. On the other hand, females have been the caregivers, the nurturers, the emotional backbone of the family. These roles, however, are not set in stone and are continually evolving as society progresses. Societal expectations also vary for males and females. Males, for instance, are often expected to be strong, assertive, and independent. Females, conversely, are frequently encouraged to be empathetic, nurturing, and cooperative. These expectations can influence our behavior, our choices, and even our self-perception. Career choices are another area where sociological differences come into play. Certain fields have been historically dominated by one gender or the other. For example, nursing and teaching have been stereotypically female-dominated professions, while engineering and construction have been male-dominated. But again, these trends are changing. More and more, we see males and females breaking the mold and venturing into professions traditionally occupied by the opposite gender. These sociological differences, like our roles in family and society, our career choices and societal expectations, are not just about males and females being different. They are about how we, as individuals, navigate the social world and how we make it our own. It's about how we challenge and change societal norms and how we redefine our roles in a society that's always in flux. And that, my friends, is how society sets us apart. Now let's wrap things up. So, to sum it all up, males and females are different in more ways than one. We've journeyed through the realms of biology, psychology, and sociology, and each has shed light on fascinating aspects of our differences. In the biological sphere, we've discovered that males and females have unique genetic makeups. Females carry 2 X chromosomes, while males carry 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. These genetic differences have far-reaching effects, influencing everything from physical attributes to susceptibility to certain diseases. Psychologically, we've found that males and females often have different approaches to problem-solving, communication, and emotional processing. For instance, females generally use both sides of their brains for problem-solving, while males predominantly use their brain's right side. This doesn't mean one gender is superior to the other, just different. Venturing into the sociological domain, we've seen how societal norms and expectations shape the behaviors and roles of males and females. From a young age, societal influences guide us towards what's considered masculine or feminine. These constructs vary across different cultures and time periods, highlighting how deeply society influences our perceptions of gender. However, it's important to remember that these differences are general trends and don't apply to every individual. We all possess unique combinations of traits, and there's considerable overlap between males and females. Recognizing and respecting these differences is crucial. It enriches our understanding of each other and helps foster a more inclusive society. Moreover, understanding these differences should never be a means to reinforce stereotypes or justify discrimination. Instead, they offer a lens through which we can appreciate the beautiful complexity of human nature. They remind us that diversity is not just about race or culture, but also about gender. In the end, these differences make us unique and interesting. So stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of human diversity.